The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A South Florida and Bright Star Credit Union.
Cooper City takes on Millennium Collegiate Academy tonight on School Duel. Welcome to School Duel, where 24 South Florida high schools battle it out. And tonight's game features Cooper City High versus Millennium in what should be quite a showdown. And to provide an environment as safe as possible, as you can see, we are all wearing masks. Okay, before we begin, let me tell you what these students are playing for. First off, both teams will win beautiful trophies, courtesy of our sponsor, EDCO Awards and Specialties. Thank you, EDCO. And for the runner-up tonight, each player from that school will receive $50 from our sponsor, Bright Star Credit Union. Thank you so much, Bright Star. And last but not least, for the winners, well, each of these students will walk away with free chicken sandwiches for an entire year, courtesy of Chick-fil-A South Florida. Thank you so much, Chick-fil-A. We truly appreciate you. All right, let's get started. Our opening round is called First Strike, and in this round, it's school versus school, and each question is worth 10 points. Any question answered incorrectly gives the other school a chance to steal. All right, schools, are you ready? Prepare for the first strike. Your first question deals with authors. He is thought to have died of rabies in 1849 because he was scared to drink water while he was in a Baltimore hospital. Yes, Zach?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes, good job, and we are off. Mythological creatures. In Eastern cultures, they are associated with water, and in Christianity, one was slayed by St. George. Identify this mythological creature that in Western cultures can breathe fire. Dylan.
Dragon.
Yes, good job. All right, a question about the body. Name the part of your body, pink when healthy, whose chronic inflammation as a result of bacteria in your mouth may be called periodontal disease or gingivitis. Andrea?
Tongue.
Incorrect. Cooper City? Dylan?
Gums.
Yes, very good. All right, movies. What 1975 Steven Spielberg film is famous for its two-note musical theme? Yes, Zach?
Jaws.
Yes, very good. All right, multiple meanings. This word describes a person who gets really angry about a trivial matter. Give this adjective that also describes pretzels, potato chips, and other snacks coated with lots of sodium. Yes, Ava?
Salty.
Yes, very good. All right, geometry. Identify the value, usually expressed in square units, that describes the amount of space within a two-dimensional surface like a rectangle. Yes, Dylan?
Area.
Very good. All right, it's time for the What Am I question, brought to you by Bogart's American Kitchen in Cooper City. Our contestants here are given a clue about something or someone and shown a picture that will slowly reveal itself. So here goes. The first version of this building was burned down by the Persians. It has been both a Christian church and a mosque. Identify. Yes, Ava?
Corinthian.
Incorrect. Cooper City. Yes, Zach?
Parthenon.
Very good. All right, here's a tidbit. The Parthenon was constructed in the Doric order of architecture and is considered to be the most important surviving building of classical Greece. All right, question about the Olympics. What Australian city became the first in the southern... Yes, Zach?
Sydney.
Incorrect. Millennium. What Australian city became the first in the Southern Hemisphere to host the Olympics when it hosted the 1956 Summer Games 44 years before Sydney hosted? Andrea?
Melbourne.
Yes, very good. Objects. In the 1850s, Jean-Bernard Foucault built a giant one of these to show that the Earth rotates around its own axis. Identify this object that swings back and forth at the bottom. Yes, Dylan?
Pendulum.
Very good. U.S. states. What state is the setting for the works No Country for Old Men? Yes, Zach?
Texas.
Yes, very good. Oh, well, that horn means the end of the first first strike round, we do have Cooper City leading with 80 points. Millennium has 20 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
Hey, my name is Joseph, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is they're so good every single time. You bite into that nugget, and it's just so crispy, but somehow juicy, that perfect balance. And then if you just grab a couple sauces, you're gonna be in heaven.
Hey, I'm Chambray, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is how rich and cheesy it is. I just scoop the crispy top, and it's so good. It's so homey. It's like, wow, thank you. I needed that.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
School Duel, the first round of action ended with Cooper City. They have 80 points and Millennium has 20. Now, before we begin the second round, let's take a minute to meet this week's competitors from each school. Let's start with the Cooper City Cowboys. Welcome. We will start with Lucas, who's a senior. And the question today, Lucas, is there a career field you're looking into going into?
I think I'd like to be a zookeeper.
Okay, that's really nice. And next to you is Zach, who's a senior.
I'd like to go into the film industry.
All right, lovely. And the captain of Cooper City's team is Dylan, who's a senior.
I'd like to do something with computers.
All right. Now let's go ahead and meet your competitors. They are the Millennium Stars. Welcome. Ava, you're a sophomore. You have some time, but what are you thinking as far as a career?
I'm looking into dermatology as well as mechanical engineering.
Okay, really nice. Jordan, you're a sophomore. What are you going to be doing?
I'm looking into civil engineering.
All right, and last but not least, we have Millennium's team captain. Her name is Andrea, and she's a sophomore.
I'm looking into the field of criminology.
All right, love it. Big round of applause for both schools. And now that we know everyone, let's move on to round two, the joust presented by Public Supermarkets. Here, a player from each school competes head-to-head with toss-up questions. The winner gets 3 bonus questions for their school, and all questions are worth 10 points. All right, schools, it's time to joust. Now, normally we'd have the players come to the joust desk to compete, but this year the players will stay at their podiums. Our first players competing are our captains, Andrea and Dylan. Here's your question. It's worth 10 points, and it's a toss-up question. So, what term that describes the narrow area between the pegs and the body of a violin also describes the part of your body between the head and the shoulders? Andrea.
Neck.
Very good. All right, Millennium, here we go. The following bonus questions all deal with violins. Bonus question number 1. This object is moved back and forth on the violin strings to create sound. Andrea?
Bow.
Very good. Bonus question number 2. You might call a violin by this 6-letter synonym, especially if you are playing folk or dance music. Yes, Andrea?
Guitar.
Incorrect, it's a fiddle. Bonus question number 3. A standard violin has this many strings. Andrea?
4.
Very good. All right, my next two, Zach and Jordan. Here's your toss-up question. It's worth 10 points. Anthony Hopkins first played serial killer Hannibal Lecter in this film. Yes, Zach?
Silence of the Lambs.
Very good. All right, Cooper City, the following bonus questions all deal with roles played by Anthony Hopkins. Bonus question number 1. Hopkins played Dr. Van Helsing in a film version of this Bram Stoker novel. Yes, Zach? That'd be Dracula. Bonus question number 2. In this HBO series, Hopkins played Dr. Robert Ford. Zach?
Westworld.
Very good. Bonus question number 3. In the movie Shadowlands, Hopkins played this British author of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Zach?
No, I don't remember.
All right, that would be Lewis for C.S. Lewis. All right, my last 2. Lucas and Ava, here's your toss-up question. It's worth 10 points. 3 years after obtaining power in 1953, he gave a secret speech condemning his predecessor. 4 years after that, he banged his shoe on the table during a visit to the United Nations. Name this man Joseph Stalin's successor. Yes, Lucas.
Khrushchev.
Very good. All right, Cooper City. The following bonus questions all deal with the Soviet Union under Nikita Khrushchev. Bonus question number 1. He faced off with John Kennedy during a missile crisis relating to this island nation. Yes, Lucas?
Cuba.
Yes, very good. Bonus question number 2. He was in power when the Soviet Union launched this first ever satellite into orbit. Yes, Lucas?
Sputnik.
Very good. Bonus question number 3. Disagreements about how to implement communism led to a political split between Khrushchev's Soviet Union and this other communist nation. Lucas?
China.
Very good. All right, that buzzer means the end to the joust. We do have Cooper City holding on to their lead. They have 140 points. Millennium has 50 points. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
It must be fate that his cap and gown are the same color he wore for his kindergarten graduation. It's the same rascally smile, that hasn't changed. But he stands there, so sure, so ready to take on the world. He has arrived. It's hard not to resist and push against the door that's closing, but you give in a little, because the future is wide open. From each little moment to every major milestone, Publix, proud supporter of education.
There were these kids and they were doing this weird thing with their hands and...
Well, it's not up to you. I already made my decision.
But don't just go through the motions. Embrace them. Take it all in. Breathe, focus, then go.
You know, we've been raised to be leaders and be responsible and don't be a follower. And that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Coming up on Broward Teen News.
What's Broward High School?
We're here at Cooper City High School.
We're at Stoneman Douglas High School.
Cypress Bay edition of Broward Teen News.
Broward Teen News starts now.
BTN is South Florida's only teen-produced news program, produced by a different Broward High school every month. Broward Teen News, South Florida's student-produced news show by teens for teens.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
School Duel, where local high schools match wits. Today's game has Cooper City High competing against Millennium Collegiate Academy. Currently, Cooper City is leading. They have a score of 140 points, and Millennium has 50. It is now time for the rapid action round. And during this round, each school receives an identical category of questions to answer quickly by themselves. Since Millennium is trailing, they get to go first, while Cooper City waits outside the studio for their turn with the same questions. Today's category starts with P as in Papa. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter P as in Papa, and each question is worth 10 points. Remember, you must answer these quickly or the judge will move you on. So here comes rapid action. Millennium, are you ready? Cue music and let's begin. Type of vision used to see out of the corner of your eye. Jordan?
Peripheral.
To put work off until the last minute. Andrea?
Procrastinate.
Capital of Haiti. Order of mammals that includes monkeys and humans. Andrea?
Phylum.
Animation studio that produced Toy Story. Andrea?
Pixar.
A person who enjoys fire way too much. Andrea?
Pyromaniac.
A word or phrase that is spelled the same forward and backwards. Ava?
Paranome.
A Spanish dish that's made with rice and seafood.
Paella.
According to a popular Christmas song, you'll find this bird in a pear tree. Ava?
Partridge.
Sport played by people on horsebacks wielding mallets. Okay, good job, Millennium. You got through all of your questions. Now let's hear it for them. And with a little TV magic, let's go ahead and bring in Cooper City High. And welcome back, Cooper City. Now it's your turn with the same questions. Today's category starts with P as in Papa, and in this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter P as in Papa. Each question is worth 10 points, and remember, you must answer them quickly or the judge will move you on. Okay, Cooper City? So let's cue music and begin. Type of vision used to see out of the corner of your eye. Zach.
Peripheral.
To put work off until the last minute. Zach.
Procrastinate.
Capital of Haiti. Zach.
Port-au-Prince.
Order of mammals that includes monkeys and humans. Zach.
Primates.
Animation studio that produced Toy Story. Zach.
Pixar.
A person who enjoys fire way too much. Zach.
Pyromaniac.
A word or phrase that is spelt the same forward and backwards. Zach.
Palindrome.
A Spanish dish made with rice and seafood. Zach.
Picadillo.
According to a popular Christmas song, you'll find this bird in a pear tree. Lucas.
Partridge.
Sport played by people on horseback wielding mallets. Zach.
Polo.
All right, good job. That sound means the end to the rapid action round. We do have Cooper City still leading. They have 230 points. Millennium has 110 points. We will take a short break and then we'll be back for the final showdown to see which school wins this school duel game.
Hey, my name is Joseph, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is they're so good every single time. You bite into that nugget, and it's just so crispy, but somehow juicy, that perfect balance. And then if you just grab a couple sauces, you're gonna be in heaven.
Hey, I'm Chambray, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is how rich and cheesy it is. I just scoop the crispy top, and it's so good. It's so homey. It's like, wow, thank you. I needed that.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Yes, we're back with School Duel, and we've got a good game going as Cooper City is holding on to their lead over Millennium. Current score, 230 to 110. All right, it's time for the final showdown, and this is our last round. Our schools will go against each other again with toss-up questions, and this time the questions are worth 20 points. Just a reminder, if a question is answered incorrectly, the other school can steal. You know this is for the win. It is time for the final showdown. Your first question deals with natural phenomenon. They form where cracks within rocks can carry heated water to the surface. Name this phenomenon, whose examples include Old Faithful. Zach.
Geyser.
Chemistry. What 14-point scale classifies the strength of acids and bases? Yes, Jordan?
pH scale.
Bands. What sharp-sounding bands? Only current members are Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor. That'd be 9 Inch Nails. Shakespeare. What name completes this line from a Shakespearean play? For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her. Zach?
Romeo.
Slang. What sea crustacean's name is also slang for a little insignificant person? Dylan?
Crab.
Incorrect. Millennium? The answer is shrimp. Vegetables. What vegetable comes in red, yellow, and large white varieties and is sold at some fast food restaurants after it has been cut into rings and deep fried? Ava?
Peppers.
Incorrect. Cooper City. Lucas?
Onions.
Geography. What area of the Earth's surface, whose middle is the equator, has boundaries that are named for the zodiac signs Cancer and Capricorn? Lucas?
The tropics.
Fast math. What is the perimeter of a square whose sides are 7 inches long? Zach?
28.
Mythology. This man of myth had to complete 12 labors that included capturing the dog Cerberus. Name this man known for his strength. Dylan?
Hercules.
Spelling. Meaning of considerable importance, size, or worth. Spell the word substantial. Zach?
Substantial.
Multiple meanings. What 6-letter word can mean either a set of games played by a sports team or a time period lasting about a quarter of a year? Dylan? Millennium? Andrea?
Racket.
Incorrect, it's season. Actors. He starred in biopics of both James Brown and Jackie Robinson. Identify this late actor who played T'Challa. Yes, Zach?
Chadwick Boseman.
Drugs. What type of drug that causes insensitivity to pain is commonly used on patients undergoing surgery? Ava?
Anesthesia.
Football. What former star quarterback of the Purdue Boilermakers and the New Orleans Saints announced in 2021 that he was retiring from the NFL? Zach?
Drew Brees.
Museums. Its original building allows visitors to slowly climb a spiral staircase to the top floor while admiring art created over the last 100 years or so. Identify this set of museums, best known for its New York City location. Yes, Jordan?
Smithsonian.
Incorrect. Cooper City?
The
Dylan?
Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Incorrect. It's the Guggenheim Museum. Science terms. What science term refers to atoms of the same element that have the same number of protons but different numbers of neutrons? Yes, Dylan.
Isotope.
U.S. history. What 2-word phrase was used in the mid-1800s to refer to the idea that the U.S. was ordained to stretch from the Atlantic Ocean? Dylan?
Manifest Destiny.
Holidays. Identify the holiday called Armistice Day until 1954 that now honors, Zach?
Veterans Day.
Rivers. Home to a dolphin species named for it. This flows through the world's largest tropical rainforest. Name this mighty, Dylan?
Amazon.
Islands. In 1933, the Department of Justice began using this island in the San Francisco Bay as a place to put, Lucas?
Alcatraz.
Elements. It is often added to salt because a deficiency of it can cause, yes, Dylan?
Iodine.
Medicine. Oh, that sound brings an end to this school duel game as Cooper City held on tightly to their lead over Millennium throughout the game. They are ending with a score of 530. Millennium is ending with a score of 150. So congratulations, Cooper City. Each of you have won Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year, courtesy of Chick-fil-A South Florida. Congratulations. And of course, great job to everyone. So let's hear it for both schools. And now at this time, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for making School Duel possible. And of course, you at home for watching. Don't forget to check out our website at schoolduel.tv, where you can find out more about the schools involved and you can watch past shows. And please remember to use hashtag SchoolDuel to contact us through social media. But most importantly, make sure that you tune in next week to School Duel Thursday at 8 p.m. as Miramar High takes on MacArthur High in what should be another great game. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A South Florida and Bright Star Credit Union.